What's good, everyone? Jets take off. Jets lose to the Buffalo Bills at Buffalo 20-12, and this is a disappointing loss for multiple reasons. This is going to be our toughest game of the entire year, and it definitely was, but we kept it a one-possession game pretty much. We only lost by 8 points. That's a one-score game, but there are a lot of things to talk about that have been great and a lot of bad things. I think the first bad thing that we have to talk about is Quinnen Williams is hurt. It looks like it might be an ACL tear as non-contact. We have to pray for the best because he has 11 sacks. He is our best defensive player with Sauce Gardner, and if we lose him, our defense is going to take a significant step back. Corey Davis is also injured. It seems like it may be a concussion, so there's that. Mike White, too. Mike White was great. He was phenomenal today, in my opinion. Even though he didn't have any touchdowns, he had no interceptions. He was 27 for 44 with 260 yards, more than 260 yards. He showed that he is resilient. He showed he has grit. He has toughness. He steps into throws even when there's free runners at his face in the A-gaps. I mean, Mike White really, legitimately showed all of Jets fans, in my opinion, today, why he should be given this entire season to just play. Because he showed up today. Although we didn't win the game and we only scored 12 points, I'd blame more of it on offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur and the team as a whole for their stupid penalties. There were so many penalties, especially on offense. I felt like false start, illegal man in motion, all that type of stuff that was just backing us up. We had a ridiculous amount of 3rd and 10s and 3rd and longs, and when that's the case, you're not really going to succeed. It's just a matter of fact. So Mike White handled some adversity very, very well. The injuries, and then the inconsistent play calling, and the team around him not helping him out. The fumble by Michael Carter, that was disappointing. If you want to point to something that really changed the game, I think that would be the play. Because even though we still had a chance after that happened, that really just ruined the momentum that we had going. Because we were marching down. We were running all over the Bills. We were throwing on them. But that just ruined all the momentum. It really sucks to see because Michael Carter did nothing today pretty much. And then, boom, he just fumbled it away. So Zonovan Knight shows he's running back one. He's explosive. We saw it today. He had a touchdown, breaking tackles like crazy. I think it's safe to say he's earned himself the running back one spot for the rest of the season and deserves to be running back two next year. So those are some of the positives, but especially Mike White. I loved what I saw from him today. He is playing with toughness. He's playing with probably broken ribs, and it's going to be interesting to see what the injury comes back as on Monday when Saleh does his press conference. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I'd love to have him as a starting quarterback the rest of the season. Very encouraging. The guys rally around him. And we saw that Elijah Moore was featured a lot today. He had over 60 receiving yards. He was featured. He had more than 5 catches today, or 5 catches exactly. So that's what you like to see, is the ball being spread around and distributed. But overall, I thought the defense did a great job too. 20 points given up to Buffalo. It's really not that bad. It's just the offense that let us down with 12 points. You can blame it on the lack of a running game, besides a few of Zonovan Knight's explosive plays. You could blame it on Michael LaFleur's play calling, which I definitely think is a major factor in why. And you can also blame it on key mistakes like flags backing up the Jets on drives. You could also blame it on the Michael Carter fumble. So it's the small details and mistakes that lost us this game. It seems like we found ways to lose, which really sucks. If I'm going to be honest, I didn't mind the call at near the end of the game to kick the field goal. I really didn't. I thought that was a fine decision. We had the chance with the offensive line. The offensive line was overall really bad today. Really, really bad in pass protection. Mike White, there were runners free in the A-gaps. That's unacceptable. Mike White was constantly pressured. It is ridiculous. They have got to tighten it up together, and George Fant is injured now. So just the cherry on top for that. So the offensive line was probably the thing I was most frustrated with this entire game, because if Mike White had more time, I think the outcome of the game definitely would have been changed, in my opinion. So the guy's got to step it up front. Connor McGovern, though, the outlier, he did excellent today. Excellent. So what else do I have to say about this game? Now we have to rely on the Patriots to lose, because if the Patriots beat the Cardinals, we're out of the playoffs. This is why we needed to win against the Minnesota Vikings, and why, in my opinion, today's game against the Bills was must win. Because now if there's a tiebreaker scenario, division record, well, we lost to a division rival. Now, let's just say the Patriots beat the Dolphins and the Bills. Well, shit, we're going to lose tiebreaker. That's what sucks about this. So now we have to rely on the Chargers and the Patriots to both lose to keep a wild card spot. It's not what I like. I wish the Jets controlled their own fate and destiny, but now we have to rely on others. So let me know what you think about this game. Love to hear your thoughts on all. Disappointing loss, but hey, it was our toughest game this entire year, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.